Hello people of YouTube and welcome back. So I thought I'd grace your good selves with my presence once again and talk about what happened this weekend. So yeah, this weekend we made a bit of an open invite for anyone and everyone to come over to Arcade Club, as that's where we were going, and it's always more the merrier. It's always good when there's quite a few of you going. Not quite the turnout that we've had in the past, but it was flipping fantastic because of it. In some ways, it was a bit more intimate. There was just because there was a handful of us. It was just like we just had a great time. It was just like that perfect amount. Like I do like a big turnout, honestly, but sometimes when you're flicking between everyone, you don't actually get to spend the quality time that it was when it's just like a handful of you. So anyway, who went? So it was obviously me. I went. Hyper Trigger X. We went over together in the car. Dylan, of course. And then we went over and met Big Game Al, who travelled all the way up north because it is the premier arcade club in the UK in Bury. And why would you not go there? And he brought with his good lady friend, Karen. I was going to say Kerry then. Karen came over, and her new channel is Kaz the Pac-Man Champion or something. Pac-Man Hoarder, can't remember. I'll try and remember the channel and link it below. She just started out YouTube since Arcade Club, so it's always nice to see a YouTuber in the midst. So yeah, it was awesome meeting you as well. And of course, Sean, Retro Games Revived, part of the TMB, awesome guy, always a great laugh to spend some time with him. Well, when he's not beating my scores, but we'll get to that later. And then, of course, the Inked Northerner, Paul, was there as well. So yeah, like I say, it was just a small but sweet showing of people. It was awesome. Oh, and sorry, can't forget Dana. Dana was just all over Barry. It was great seeing him out and about. So that is everyone, isn't it? I don't know. Can't remember. My brain's addled. I was going to do this the day after, but I just was completely flat out asleep pretty much all day. I was knackered. I did like a 12-hour night shift. I had about an hour an hour's sleep, and went to Arcade Club. So I was, going a bit delirium. But yeah, it's such a great day. It's always nice to see new cabs moving in about. It's like you have to last time you go, it's like you have to find the cabs that you love. It's always good just to have like a bit of a hunt because they're never in the same place. They always move around, which is pretty cool. Keeps it interesting, doesn't it? It's just the best place on earth, honestly. 16 quid to get in, unlimited arcades, and to be honest, when we got there, it probably was a few hours until we properly started playing arcade games. We got there, me and Dylan went in together to meet everyone, and we went on Turtles Arcade, and Dylan chose the only control that was had it automatically going left. So because it was going left, we couldn't carry on unless we waited for the time to run out, and yeah, we wasn't doing that. So there was no Turtles Arcade for us, unfortunately. It was a bit good because it's a pretty good game. Did a bit of basketball, watched someone absolutely destroy it. It was like you were just going like this. I've never seen a technique like it. It was just brilliant to watch. And then we had a quick pint, and then we actually went to CX, and we did a few pickups. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the games first. But yeah, after we did that and had a good time in Bury, came back and we played arcades, and of course, me and Dylan represented the Japanese. They have like a Japanese candy cab little room full of like shooters down the left and half fighters, half shooters down the right. And yeah, me and Dylan went on high score attack, trying to beat each other. We had a proper run in on Strikers 1945 number 2, which confused me because I've not really played that one as much as the first one, and I kind of got confused with Battle Garega as well. I was like, oh, where's the wild snail? I can't find him. That's my favourite shit. Of course, it was a different game. Probably going over a few of your heads, but anyway, we was playing that, and I kind of forgot this with that game compared to the first one. There's like a button where if you hold the button, you can charge the attack, and I wasn't really utilising that much. But yeah, Dylan preset a load of scores. He got his name on the whole of the leaderboard, and I came along a couple of goes and dethroned him, and then got a few more scores above his. It was like really slimly beating him, and then of course the inevitable happened. He beat me with one high score that I couldn't quite beat. He just does it all the time. And then we went on Gunbird, and I think I beat him on Gunbird, which was quite good. Awesome games. I just love seeing these candy cabs. It was really gutting because I was so close to buying one like a week before. That would have been awesome to have had a nice reveal party of a candy cab right there, but it wasn't to be. I was ready to sell some PlayStation 2 games to get it. I really was, because I just love a nice little arcade club going there. I am kind of getting to that point where I might sell some heavy hitter PlayStation 2 games just to fund a bit of an arcade experience. I mean, honestly, I had such a good time just sat there, glued to the screen. It made my eyes, honestly, my eyes were going oblong, like trying to play the games. But yeah, had a great time. Just like I say, it's all about. It's funny because we were saying, like, me and Dylan, like we went to arcade club and we played the same games that we play all the time, and it's because I think we've played enough games now to kind of find what our favourites are. And when you go to an arcade club, it's about like putting your stamp on things, and trying to beat them scores, and like I don't know, it's an old timey thing. I think I enjoy my PlayStation 4 where I'm getting like a big experience, but arcade club, it's all about like trying to better yourself, I suppose. Went on a few of the other cabs. Tapper, I did really bad playing Tapper. In fact, I wasn't I wasn't that good, to be honest, at arcade club. Fortunately, we're going to go a game, but I'll let someone else to announce that one maybe. But yeah, I wasn't doing too good on any of the other games other than the shooters maybe. What else did I play? I played Zookeeper. I love that game. Although I wasn't doing that great, I kept trying too hard at the bonus sections and always dying. Just pushing my luck, really. I'm pretty certain it's ALX on there. It has like an all-time high score thing. I'm sure that's Nintendo Arcade Alex, because I know he's got that, and I think they're pretty much about the scores that he said. I was trying to beat him, couldn't do it. I got second on the dailies. Someone else got quite a good score, but not as good as Alex's. Whoever Alex is, I'm assuming it's Nintendo Arcade. Love that game. It's such a fun game. I just love the sound effects and like how crazy and bizarre it is. Played a bit of Pang that we got in the background. Bit of Bomb Jack, which Sean beat me, and I couldn't beat his high score. I only had about 3 or 4 goes at it. And I got frustrated because I hadn't played it since probably last time I went to arcade club, and sometimes you just need to hone them skills to remember how to float properly and all that good stuff. So yeah, lots of laughs to have had. Oh, and then we ended it all up with Hypersports. We always have to play Hypersports. Me and Dylan have got a thing about the skeet shoot. We have to get a perfect. We have to, or else it's just not arcade club. I got a couple of double perfects. Couldn't quite get a triple perfect. That would have been perfect. That would have been the icing on the cake. I don't think I've done that before. So I just love it, where you have to press the button to hit the skeets right at the right time. It's almost like a shooter, but in sports. I think that's why me and Dylan like it so much. But of course, I just beat everyone. It's just how it is. 4-player Hypersports, tapping away, doing swimming, beat Dylan. Actually, I didn't beat someone on the second one, but overall, I had the high score, so that was quite cool. I just like to, like I say, it just brings out that competitive nature in you, these arcades, and it's brilliant. I just love it. Anyway, I did get some pickups. In fact, I got quite a lot of pickups. So Sean, the good man that he is, was disbanding his PlayStation wall, unfortunately. But fortunately for me, I was able to pick a couple of things up. So yeah, these got some PlayStation 1 goodness here. So we have got Wild 9, because I've been wanting this for a while. I've seen this at a couple of car boots and just never picked it up because it just wasn't in good enough condition. It's got a few of these games have got cracks on, and I have a feeling that I've done these because I was in the that was in a plastic bag, just a Tesco bag. And I've got a feeling I've cracked these. I'm a bit worried I have. But yeah, Wild 9. This is by the people that do Earthworm Jim. So this is like a sort of a space platformer. Really intrigued to play this actually. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the inlay, so I'll have to try and get myself one of them, get that sorted. But yeah, really happy to get this. Because it's such a common game, I don't want to just go out and buy it. I see it all over the place and just never get it. Again, same with this one. And this is crazy how many games I've got and I don't own a single Spyro. Or at least I don't think I've got a Spyro. I definitely not got this Spyro, which is the first one. A game that sort of like passed me by. I was never really a big Spyro fan. But yeah, this is, it's in a double case one, so I don't, is it supposed to come with a demo? No manual unfortunately, but I mean, these were all freebies from Sean, so really big thanks to Sean. So if anyone's got a manual for Spyro, that would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, everyone knows Spyro. I thought it was a kid's game, but I keep hearing a lot of good things about this game that was from mainly men, which I was expecting it to be more girls that would say good things about it. I actually don't even have the remaster on the PS4 yet, so yeah, looking forward to playing that eventually. Next up, one I actually don't know anything about, and that is Jurassic Park Warpath. So I think this is a one-on-one fighter with dinosaurs. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Over 10 fighting arenas from Jurassic Park and Lost World enable power-ups and destructive environments. So yeah, I think this is a one-on-one fighter. This one is nicely complete. I know people like to see all the paper and paraphernalia. Yeah, so this is a really nice ad. I wouldn't mind getting all the Jurassic Park games on the PS1. I'm not too sure how many there is, but yeah, that would be quite a nice little subset. I know. Next up, these are the two that I really wanted, because I've been close to buying this myself, and it is WWF In Your House. So when Sean said he had this, if I wanted it, I was like, jump straight on it. I was me and Pete Fighter, I'm sure, but I thought Pete Fighter was going to go for it. I was very close to not getting it, but I got it just in time. Manual's a little bit dog-eared, but that doesn't bother me. It's all complete. It's quite a heavy manual. So I've never played this game. I don't think I've played it anyway. But it's one, like I say, I really wanted. WWF Arcade, the game on the Super Nintendo, and it's on the PlayStation 1 as well. Honestly, some of my favourite fighters, and definitely my favourite wrestling games. In fact, who was it? The Northerner Paul, he was playing WWF Arcade at Arcade Club. And I don't think I've actually played the arcade version. It looked incredible. The sprites were so big compared to what I was used to. I should have had a quick glimpse. We should have had a bit of a one-on-one scuffle. I don't know why we didn't, to be honest. I think I was just too busy trying to find Tempest. Yeah, I forgot to say, I was on a mission to find Tempest. I wanted to play Tempest so bad and I couldn't do it. And Centipede, couldn't find it. I think they're in the Leeds Arcade Club, so we will have to go over there at some point as well. But yeah, really pleased to get this in my collection. So really big thanks to this, Sean. Like, honestly, I don't think you realise how much I wanted that game in my collection. And then the last PS1 game I've got from him, again, really pleased with this one. Vampire Hunter for the PS1. So I remember seeing the anime sort of series, the cartoony thing when I was younger. I had a DVD of it. I don't know where it came from. And I can remember thinking this was awesome. And I remember seeing that there was a game about it. And I really wanted it. I never got it. So this sort of is a little bit like Resident Evil in the fact it's got like fixed camera angles, but it's a bit more of a brawler, a bit more like an action fighter. Looks really cool. I really can't wait to play this. I hear a lot of bad things about it, but yeah, it's fully complete. It's got like a really cool bit of art on the back as well, which is really cool. Usually you only see the one that's sort of like in a budget line version of this, so to have this with the full proper artwork is awesome, and even better that it's from Sean. So Santa Sean, you have really excelled yourself here. Thank you so much for these. Honestly, the last two I've wanted like a lot. So these are cherished pieces in the collection. Now, he had a couple of PlayStation 2 games for me, but he forgot them. And so I kind of like was like, I know you just given me all this amazing stuff, but where's my PlayStation 2? But yeah, I'm hoping to go over to Sean's soon and take a few pictures of my collection so I can see what I can buy off him, and hopefully get a good deal. Well, I know I'm going to get a good deal. It's kind of like with Sean, it's like the opposite. Not getting too good a deal, but giving him something that's going to benefit him. Because he's too soft, bless him. He's such a flipping good guy. So yeah, really pleased with them. Looking forward to picking the PS2 games up as well. Not like big hitters or anything like that, but just ones that I really want for my collection, which is good. Next up from actually as well from Sean, I don't know where he got this T-shirt from. He ordered the Amiga Mini, and I think this was like a free gift or something, and he said it was too small for him, so yeah, this is going to be flipping worn with pride. Oh, look at that, Amiga discs as a T-shirt, so yeah, really thanks for this, Sean. I will be wearing this quite a lot. I love my Amiga, as people know. So yeah, anyway, Big Game Out. I got an empty. I got Rainbow Six. However, this is just empty. So the reason why I've got this is because I've got a couple of games that are just like it's just a disc, manual, and cover. So this will be very handy for that. To be honest, I only told him I only wanted one, but I actually needed two. And I didn't realise he's got like a whole stack of these. So I think next time we see each other, he's going to bring another one down. I'm hoping. And from him as well, I got, these were gifts from Big Game Out, Dragon Age Inquisition. Don't know why I've not got this on the PS4. I've got this on PS3. I've had it on 360, but I wanted to play it on the PS4 because I've heard a lot of good things about this. I know Beth Bear really raves about this, and quite a few others really like this game. Well, the series in general. To be honest, I'm not probably going to play the whole series. And to be honest, I do like my modern touches in games. So sometimes playing old PS3 games can be a bit hard for me sometimes. So to play it as a bit of a modern release with hopefully a few modern flourishes will help me get along and play it a little bit easier, especially when it's such a long game like this. So yeah, really looking forward to playing this eventually. He's got such a big backlog. And then next we've got Prey, again a game that I've really wanted. I've got the PS3 version of this, or is it the 360 one? I've got one of the two, and this isn't the same game supposedly. It's slightly different, and yeah, this is totally up my street. A sci-fi horror thriller shooter, my kind of game. So I don't know if it's manualless or it didn't come with manual. You never know with these things. But yeah, these were great gifts from Big Game Owl. But not only this, that I did buy a game off him, and it is Mudbox. So he's selling up his GameCube collection. I'm not too sure why. Not too sure. He said he was just keeping exclusives. Yeah, he sold this one, so I don't know why he's done that one. But I'm very, very pleased. He's got on there Eddie, £20, but he reckons it's 28 quid. But 28 quid for this is a bargain. So yeah, cheers for this. Cheers for that. It's all complete as it should be. So I'm sure this was like going for like 80 quid at one point. I know it was quite expensive. So it seems to have dropped down quite a lot. So it's not like giving me a massive big deal, because obviously this money is going towards something for him, but still gave me a good deal. Like, still a good deal. So big thanks for that, Al. Really pleased. I don't know why I've shown you the price. I don't normally show prices of what people sell things for, but yeah, really big thanks. And then he's not only that, but he gave me this, which is WCW for the NES. Now, if people know my collecting habits for the NES, I only collect for the NTSC NES. So this was an awesome gift, although he said he's not sure who it's come from. So whoever the mysterious benefactor is, thank you very much. Yeah, I think he picked it up from Dana's, when he went to Dana's shop, I think. So it was someone who went to Dana's shop. He thinks it might be James from Import Retro Games. So if it is, thank you very much. So cheers, bud. Yeah, I actually haven't seen any gameplay footage of this. I'm very intrigued to see how it plays as well. So yeah, very intrigued. We never really had WCW in the early 80s was very not the early 80s, probably late 80s. Sorry, was very not really a thing over in the UK. It was only like mid 90s that I'd actually even heard of it. So yeah, cheers to whoever. But while we was over there, we went to CEX. And I got a couple of games. One I'm very, very pleased to get. Well, actually both of them. First one, we've got Trover Saves the Universe. I paid cash for these. I didn't have any trade credit left or anything. But yeah, this is, if you can see there, from the creators of Rick and Morty. And it's a VR game. It's a VR only game. So I keep buying VR games. I love VR, but I just never set up to play it. I really need to. I've heard a lot of good things about this. It is just the humour straight out of Rick and Morty, but in its own game. Oh man, really can't wait to play this. This was actually going for quite a bit of money at one point. Not like loads, but like 20-30 quid. So to get this for 10 quid, that's just a great price for a little bite-sized experience. But yeah, the piece de la resistance that I think, so I know I was going to say this is shit, but The Last of Us Part 2, the special edition, for the price of a standard edition. So that's what I love about CX. This is the reason why I put off buying this game, because I wanted it in this nice big edition, and I wasn't willing to pay the 30-40 quid that it used to demand. Now, I did look on eBay to see what it's worth. I couldn't really see. I've seen between 20 and 30, so it was not like the biggest deal or anything like that, but it's in good condition, and I just like to pick up these special editions from there. So it's got a nice little art book with all the horrors that are in the game. I mean, these games are flipping. I mean, I would say stunning, but they're not really stunning, because it's like desolate wastelands of like just a terrible future. But yeah, we've got like I don't know, 2 discs, and then you've got a bit of a bonus here. I don't know what the digital items are, to be honest. Probably used up, but you've got, I think that's Ellie, and that's her girlfriend. That's, I think, is supposed to be a spoiler, but it's got. I've not played it for that long now. I think everyone knows, don't we? But yeah, really pleased to get it in this set. This is going to be the next PS4 game I play. I've got a couple of games lined up. I've got a Switch game and a Dreamcast game. Then I'm going to be playing this. I can't wait. I really can't wait. This is a long time coming. So thank you, CEX, for having this in Bury CEX as I was going in there. So really pleased. There's a few other like big box PS4 games, like the Final Fantasy one. Love to get that one. Again, Jim Coban has been lucky and got all these from CX, the bugger. And the Uncharted ones. Them 3 would be the ones that I think I'm sort of like missing, that I would really like to get. But anyway, that is my pickups from CX. I've drivelled on for long enough. I've probably got to go to work now. So I will speak to you guys later. Like I say, I've got big pickups coming soon. It's pretty much all import games. So I'm sorry about that if you're not into import games. But these wasn't import games. So enjoy. I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.